What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check package update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update. We have some absolutely shocking, crazy news about the impeachment. And no, it's not the impeachment that you're thinking of. We're also going to hear more details from White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki on some more information regarding the next stimulus check package, the third stimulus check package, which has your third stimulus check in there, which will be at least $1,400 up to $2,000, as well as an unemployment boost, more mortgage and rental assistance, and all sorts of other different things. More information on that, and some surprising news from Mitch McConnell that actually made me good news for the next stimulus check package. I'm going to give you guys all the details of it in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Help us reach 300,000 subscribers and give this video a like. It really helps out our channel. All right, let's jump right in. Remember that Republican House of Representative Marjorie Greene? Remember how a few days ago she said, or she was thinking about, or was going to, or was kicking around the idea of her filing articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden? She said this before Inauguration Day, that she was going to file articles of impeachment against him before he was even president. And we were like, and it's just like, this 2021 is kind of turning into like such a crazy year. They're trying to impeach President Donald Trump after he's not president anymore. He's out of office, and they're still going to try to impeach him even though he's not president. And then we have this new House of Representative lady saying that she's going to impeach Joe Biden before he's even president. Well, today, Representative Marjorie Greene, a Republican from Georgia, just filed articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden for, quote, abuse of power. She says in a statement, quote, President Joe Biden is unfit to hold the office of presidency. His pattern of abuse of power as President Obama's vice president is lengthy and disturbing. President Biden has demonstrated that he will do whatever it takes to bail out his son, Hunter, and line his family pockets with cash from corrupt foreign energy companies. Here's what she has to say.
I'm filing articles of impeachment against Joe Biden for abuse of power. And he used the office of the vice presidency. He abused the power by threatening to withhold money, foreign aid to Ukraine in order to help his son, Hunter Biden, in his business scams in a Ukrainian energy company. And we cannot have a person in the president's seat wielding the power of the United States that is willing to abuse his power and willing to help his son basically make money. This is the Biden crime family. And there's an ongoing investigation into Hunter Biden's laptop. And there's a lot of information there that is very damning. And it's a dangerous situation for our entire country, the American people, and American business and American interest when there's a president in place that will do anything and everything in order to help make his family rich. The evidence is already there. Joe Biden is on camera, on tape himself, admitting that he threatened to hold back $1 billion.
I said, I'm not going to, or we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said, I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid at the time.
Those are his own words. So that one's easy. It's already out there. As far as Hunter Biden's laptop is concerned, there's copies of it. And so this will be something that unfolds, and it won't be a quick process, but it's one that I intend to work diligently on.
Yeah, 2021 is just like, if you're president of the United States or just were, you just literally can't catch a break. And I feel like we're going down the dangerous road here of precedents that basically whatever party you're not from, they're going to try to impeach the president over and over and over. And this could get bad for America because we're just so divided. And Joe Biden's trying to call for unity, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. Now the problem with this is that I don't know if I should say the problem with this is, but like the proceedings with this is that I don't really see this going anywhere because this would have to pass the House and the Senate, which are both controlled by Democrats. So I don't see this passing anywhere. But again, I think this is a dangerous precedence going forward because are we going to with any president, whether it's Trump, Biden, the next president, we're just going to have articles of impeachment just every year coming out. We're going to be impeaching presidents left and right. Every president from here on out is going to get impeached for anything that somebody thinks is wrong. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, but I just feel like it might be hard to proceed as a nation after this, especially if this continues. President Joe Biden has now filed over 25 presidential executive orders. Now it's just still his first full day in office. Yesterday was his first day, but it was not a full day. He's already signed 25 presidential executive orders. I've gone over them in the past videos. If you haven't seen them yet, just go to my channel after this and look for the thumbnails that say new executive orders. There's 2 different videos on that, I believe. I'll read this for you here. Breaking news. President Biden signs executive actions on coronavirus response, including invoking the Defense Production Act to direct all federal agencies and private industry to accelerate the making of everything that's needed to protect, test, vaccinate, and take care of our people. This comes as the new job report that is still grave and basically dire news. 900,000 more Americans filed for unemployment benefits just this week. And if you add in the self-independent contractors, it's over 1.1 million new people that filed for unemployment benefits just this week. There's still around 20 million Americans filing for unemployment benefits every single week, as the pandemic is still just raging on. I guess the only good news about that is it still shows that there's a very strong need for more stimulus checks, unemployment benefits, and everything that is in the third stimulus check package. Right now, let's jump over to White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki. Remember, every time we hear Psaki, if you like sake and you have it, take a shot of sake. But Jen Psaki, on a question she kind of got grilled on in her press conference from today, from probably a Republican reporter. I mean, he doesn't say he's a Republican, but you can just kind of hear he's kind of grilling her on a Republican stance. Listen to what she has to say.
To passing packages that will address the crises we're facing, and that certainly is his priority and his preference. So that's what he'll continue to work on day 2 of the administration. Go ahead, Mike Scheer.
Okay, see, you can call her.
I just gave you a hard time. Go ahead.
That's fine. So I want to push you a little bit more on that question. Like, if there's this call for unity that the president made in his speech yesterday, but there has so far been almost no fig leaf even to the Republican Party. You don't have a Republican cabinet member like President Obama and I think President Clinton had. The executive orders that he's come out the gate have been largely designed at erasing as much of the Trump legacy as you can with executive orders, much of which the Republican Party likes and agrees with. You've put forth an immigration bill that has a path to citizenship but doesn't do much of a nod towards the border security. And you've got a $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill that has, as folks have said, already drawn all sorts of criticism. Where is the actual action behind this idea of bipartisanship? And when are we going to see one of those, sort of substantial outreaches that says this is something that, the Republicans want to do too?
Well, I guess what I would send back to you, there's a lot in there, so let me do my best here. But, Mike, is unemployment insurance only an issue that Democrats in the country want? Do only Democrats want their kids to go back to schools? Do only Democrats want vaccines to be distributed across the country? He feels that package is designed for bipartisan support. I will also say that we have also had some positive developments on our confirmations and our nominees. Last night, as you all saw, The president's nominee, now confirmed leader, first female leader of the intelligence community, was confirmed with a vote of 85 to 10, 84 to 10. You can check me on that, but an overwhelming vote. We've seen progress today on the nomination and hopeful confirmation of Lloyd Austin. So there is movement supported by both sides of the aisle and members of both parties. I think if you talk to Democrat or Republicans on the Hill, which I know many of you do, they will say they're not looking for something symbolic. They're looking for engagement. They're looking to have a conversation. They're looking to have a dialogue. And that's exactly what he's going to do.
Go ahead, Mary. On that, has the president reached out to congressional leaders to sit down and discuss this relief package? Will he be? How much personal involvement is he going to have in this process?
I expect he will be rolling up his sleeves and will be quite involved in this process, Mary. And he was. Yesterday was quite a busy day for him, as you all know. His schedule was minute by minute, and his family was here. But he was involved even before yesterday, having conversations with members of both parties, picking up the phone and having those conversations. He saw, of course, members of both parties. He invited leaders from both parties to join him at church. Obviously, that wasn't really a discussion about specifics of the bill, but he did have an opportunity to talk about his agenda and working together on his agenda moving forward. But I think you will see him quite involved in the days ahead, but you will also see the vice president quite involved. You will also see policy leaders like Brian Deese and others in the administration quite involved and having conversations with both Democrats and Republicans.
But no plans right now to sit down with them.
Well, I think we will have more to share with you soon in terms of engagement of many of our senior officials with members of both parties.
I'll tell you, being White House press secretary, it's got to be one of the hardest jobs out there. Even when it was President Donald Trump's White House press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, who I always have an interesting time saying her last name, I always felt that she did a good job, and I feel like this new press secretary is doing a pretty good job because basically they just get grilled by reporters. And here it's, as you know, it's her first full day in office, and they're literally asking her like deep down questions about the stimulus package. When's it coming? What about the unity? You know, like, are you talking with Republican leaders? And I'm thinking to myself, man, she just got in office today. I seen a comment on one of our past videos. I don't remember who said it, but I pinned it for a couple hours there. It was a very interesting comment saying, someone was like, where's the stimulus check? You promised that it would be here. And so the top comment was, Joe Biden probably hasn't even unpacked his underwear yet in the White House, let alone been able to pass a stimulus check. So don't worry, it is coming. I'm sure of it. Remember, they passed that $2,000 stimulus check bill, which is a plus-up bill. $1,400 plus your $600 equals $2,000. They call that a plus-up bill. $1,400 for adults, $1,400 for children, which is more than double the previous checks that children got, and $1,400 for dependents. So that is basically higher than anything because adult dependents, somebody who is a dependent on somebody else's tax return, that's what a dependent is, have not gotten the first or second stimulus check. So they're going to be included in this. And there's a possibility they might get the first and the second stimulus check. So that would be $3,200 for any adult dependents or college student dependents that didn't get the previous checks. Either way, if it's $1,400 or if it ends up being a full $2,000 plus, because there's already members in Congress, namely AOC is leading the charge on this, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC she's known as, being the number one person to push to make these stimulus checks larger. And I say that because pushing to make stimulus checks larger is exactly how we got the second stimulus check. There was no stimulus check in there on that second package. The money was going to go to states and cities. And then the outcry and the push from you guys and senators like Bernie Sanders and Republican Josh Hawley and President Donald Trump pushed to make that. And they took that money from the states and cities and gave it to you guys as a $600 check. That's kind of how they came up with the $600. They just literally took it away from the states and gave it to you guys as the states and cities. Then we've seen President Donald Trump say, this needs to be more. It needs to be $2,000. And Bernie Sanders and Vice President, previous Senator, now Vice President Kamala Harris said, hey, we had a $2,000 per month plan forever. Like, hey, Bernie and Kamala, we were like, we need $2,000 every month. We've been saying that for months. Well, now she's vice president, and Bernie Sanders is now the Senate budget chairman. So they have now rose in power even more. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. As always, please share this video so others like you will know about the stimulus check and the stimulus packages and the mortgage and rental assistance, which I expect to be here within the next 7 days. The mortgage and rental assistance is supposed to be to all the states in the next 5 days by the 26th. So I will be keeping you updated on that mortgage and rental assistance as it comes out and you guys are able to claim it. So share this video if you can. And this top video here is my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon, where I have a program that teaches people how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.